Hey everyone, this is NJ Schulze checking in with all of you and giving some updates before the episode. So, we're nearing the end of the season, and with that, we're going to be taking a hiatus after the season is over. Now, don't worry, we'll be back as soon as we can, but I just want to make sure I have enough time to get these episodes out to you guys and make sure that it's the quality I want it to be. But in other news, we have a Q&A coming up in this December. And the whole exciting thing is either questions for me on the production side of things or a fun in-universe Q&A for your favorite radio host, Rex Adams. So email any questions that you have for me or the morning show that does exist to our email or Facebook or Instagram. We'll be checking all of that and hopefully getting it to you by December. All right, enjoy the episode. Also, content warning. This boy gets a lot violent. So, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. You are here hanging and banging with Bella Jule live at 5. How's everyone doing on this fine October night? Halloween is fast approaching, and I am bringing you the latest and greatest hacks to make this spooky season an absolute banger to remember. So stick around, folks, because this is the show, and we are rolling.
What the? Where am I? Blaine? Blaine! What is this place? It's dark. Too dark. And it's cold in here too. Where am I? Hello? Is there someone there? Am I being kidnapped? Rex said this would happen, but I didn't believe him. If this is a kidnapping, I'm not afraid. Okay, so maybe I'm a little afraid, but I won a gold medal at the last big tournament I went to. So, don't try anything. But then again, I guess you already did. Right. Now what? Well, I'm in a dark room, super cold, feels like concrete, and nothing to work with. Great! I love stuff like this. Totally not scary at all. Just makes the day better. Wait, there's something here on the floor. It looks like a note? I mean, the light isn't super great in here, but I think I have my phone on me. Yeah, if I just get the light and squint hard enough. Oh, another poem. Well then, I know the drill. A life that is lived as a shadow in glass. Promises made that could never last. A hand reaches out for those in its trust. An iron bond fades to the toils of rust. A role to upkeep with the greatest of class. Give life and comfort to all, yet always feel distant, always be small. A life that is lived as a shadow in glass. A familiar face with possibilities vast. The comfort found in seeing an old friend. The faith to remain loyal through twist and bend. Promises made that could never last. Faith that a feeling is true and just. Hope in a friend that you found. Fear as troubles rolls themselves all around. A hand reaches out for those in its trust. A feeling that comes with inner disgust. The pain of losing a home. The moment of understanding you're all on your own. An iron bond fades to the toils of rust. A life that is lived as a shadow in glass. promises made that could never last. A hand reaches out for those in its trust. An iron bond fades to the toils of rust. All right then, the lights have come back on, and it seems some sort of thing is happening again. Great. I was really looking forward to going through another one of these mental torture mazes. Why does this always happen when Blaine runs off by themselves? All I wanted was a little caution, a little forethought before we got tangled up into this cryptic nightmare stuff. But no, it's that special time of year, and here I am once again, dealing with doors and whatever this is. And, as if it's on cue, the door has appeared. It looks like it's my time to move forward. Do I have a choice to stay behind? Who's to say? What does it even mean to have choice? What does it even mean to have control? In this scenario, am I the spider or the web? Honestly, I just feel like the fly. So here we are. Blaine, when I make it out of this mess, we're having a serious talk. Alright, so new door. That's fun. Looks like we traded in that squeak for a threatening heavy chain thing. So, cool. Anyways, I'm not entirely sure where I am now. It looks like some sort of office? No, this is a home office. The smell is different. It looks cozy. A little stiff, but kind of like somebody put it together with love. The desk, though, is a mess. Like, there's so many papers, and books, and notes, and an old picture. It's of a woman with a man. I feel like I've seen this before. The woman is stylish and well put together. If I'm remembering correctly, I think this is the mayor. You know, Mayor Celine Judas. She's pretty, and her eyes really shine like stars. I wonder who the man standing next to her is. How is this even taken? It looks like the 60s, or maybe early 70s, judging by their clothes. I'm not sure, though. Somewhere there. Anyways, next to that, on top of this mountainous stack is, of course, another poem. Waiting to be read. So let's give this a go. I would give up forever to hold you. No matter how sappy it seems, let heaven and hell come to split me in two. You're still the center of my happiest dreams. Let fate and the world all rally to fight. Let them cast me down from the sky. For what good is glory or heavenly light if you're not with me by and by? There's fear hiding within the risk that I'm taking. This moment could be what condemns me. But I'm tired of acting, of hiding, of faking. All I want now is to make your life happy. I gladly fall from heaven above for but a moment to share in your love. I've seen this before. I'm almost certain of it. It popped up on my desk before, but why is it here? Where even is here? The mayor's house? I wouldn't know. know. Blaine was the only one who made it inside, and then the building burnt down. I wonder what this means. Any convenient tapes to drop from the sky? No? Well, I guess that's a little too much to expect. At least they look happy in this picture. You can tell that they're in love. At least, she's in love with him. As for the man, well, he seems stiff, hesitant. It's like you can tell that he cares, but that smile also looks rehearsed, almost defensive. He looks like he's trying to fake something that isn't there. Like he's trying to protect himself from some sort of storm. I should know. That's how I used to pose next to Lucian. Why am I crying?
None of you understood him like I did. He wasn't happy here. And now, he already spent so much time trapped in darkness. It was a struggle to rise out. And now he's stuck in that pit with no way out. He's a prisoner for the rest of eternity.
Oh, would you look at that? There's a tape recorder sitting on the chair. And it just went off without me touching anything. That really startled me. I mean, you figured I'd be fine after getting spooky, ominous tapes all year, but... No. No, it's a fresh new horror every time. Well, at least this one's on theme. I guess. Voices from the past, echoing calls like an elegy of the dead. It's almost haunting if I wasn't so annoyed that it was terrifying. This desk, there's so many papers, books, and things just scattered everywhere. Kind of reminds me of Blaine's desk in a way. I'm looking through it and there's something else here. It's like an old memo pad. Most of it's scribbled with weird-looking symbols and a lot of ritual stuff. It kind of reminds me of the things Blaine's been working on lately. I really don't like it. The symbols, the way they make me feel, it makes me uneasy and nervous. I really wish Blaine would stop digging into all of it, and I've asked them that because I just have such a bad feeling, but they don't care. They just shrug, and then it's, but Marina, I need this for my research, or Marina, we have the greater good to think about. And I get it, but I don't know. I just want to care. And I want to feel okay, but they make it hard. Anyways, there's something written at the bottom of this memo pad. It's underneath doorway, which is written out in big bold letters. And, doorway. I feel like I've heard that before. But where? And the door is back. Only this time, it looks all retro and not at all what you'd expect to find in a serial killer's house. Alright then. Here we go, I guess. And what do we have here? This is the Half Nine Hotel, one of the oldest businesses in the city. It belonged to the Mallory family, and so it has a big connection to Bella Jule. If this is the other side of the door, then are we walking through what happened at the hotel to her? Probably how this whole thing connects? I mean, that's the vibe I'm picking up. I don't know, the first 2 rooms were kinda cryptic, but if you're here to give me answers before you violent torture murder me or whatever, could you at least give me this? Tell me what happened at the hotel that had Bella Jule so focused on researching. Tell me what happened to her that night. Oh gosh. That was... Alright. What's this? Another piece of paper, but this one looks a lot older. I think I saw this spilling out of the old journal and Blaine stuff. Or maybe Jack was yelling it at me? Or maybe it was Jack's notes and Blaine was yelling at me. Honestly, one of them was involved. Probably both. Let's just see what this has to say. She came for a vessel to open the way. She came for a peace to make night out of day. We suffered beneath the darkened haze. Our screams were silenced in a violent daze. Okay, well, that was ominous. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's something to be sure, but what does it mean? Did the mayor seriously just come in here and murder a bunch of people? That doesn't sound like something I'd expect a politician to do. What's the reason, even? Some sort of ritual? Is this something to do with that doorstep thing? I mean, I keep getting visions, nightmares, and sugar-induced thoughts of a doorway, and, I don't know what it means. Is it something to do with that thing buried in the mountains? But why would the mayor want it? Why would she go to all the trouble? Huh? Oh. Well, either I asked something right or something horribly, horribly wrong. I'm not really sure which, but it looks like there's a tape recorder here on the desk, so let's just hit the button on this little guy and see what I have to hear.
No, I don't care how many lives are ruined in the process. I need this done, and I need this done now. We are innovating, bringing forth a better world, and reuniting me with the one who matters. With a little sacrifice on the road to progress. Believe me, it'll all make sense when it's done. We're not risking much. Just that dingy old hotel, maybe a couple of old patrons. They've lived their lives. There will hardly be anyone there. Now stop whining and let's commence with the test. At least one of these fools is bound to make all of this worthwhile. We're going to get those eyes, and I will not stop until we have them, or every last brick of that cursed building falls to the blooming ground. Now go. Private log. Progress is moving slow. We're trying everything we can to get the shadows moving, but it doesn't seem to be enough. I begin to grow worried as more and more people begin to vanish. There is yet to be a clear way forward to open the doorway, but we are searching. Something has to go right. Something has to work. It has to. This is all that matters anymore.
Eyes. Eyes that see beyond. Eyes that can see. Where have I heard that before? This tape is dated for 2005. If I remember, I'm pretty sure that's the same year the Half Nine Hotel had its big incidents. everyone vanished in some supernatural thing? Did the mayor? She couldn't have. Could she? I mean, they were innocent people who were helping and supporting the city. She wouldn't just murk them all off as tools to some sort of magical power in like an ominous ritual? Where would she even get the authority to do something like that? Or the power? It's terrible. I think I'm starting to understand why Bella Jule came to this with a sense of vengeful determination. But still, why would the mayor sacrifice an entire hotel full of people? That's a big thing to do. So, why? Huh? Oh, another paper has graced me from whatever mysterious ether the poems come from. I guess I'm expected to read this now, so here we go. Innocence is tearing down, breaking walls that I have known. Safety crumbles all around, as this place is no longer home. Pick up the pieces as best you can, try to make the clock rewind. But the future comes, you understand. The consequences come in time. Cut down that apple tree and cover up the shame. But know there's nowhere left to flee. The devil knows my name. Nothing now will be the same. My darling, the devil knows my name. And as another poem is read, another door appears. And thus the cycle that somehow controls my life begins again. Well, nowhere to go but forward, so here we go. Hopefully we find out what happened to Bella Jule, and hopefully Blaine figures out that I went missing and comes to save me. I left them a voicemail. I left them several. They should be on their way. They'll figure it out. Right? Alright, now it looks like some sort of long hallway. Blue tiles, high, echoey ceiling. Is this City Hall? It looks like City Hall, but it's dark. The clock on the wall says it's right around midnight? This is interesting. Who could possibly be here at this hour? Hello? Is there anyone here? It's dark in the building. Well, except for the office at the end of the hall. I can't quite see from here, but I'm pretty sure that's the mayor's office. I find myself pulled and beckoned to walk that way. But first, there's a newspaper article here on the desk. And you know, as a radio journalist, it's only fair that I support my journalistic brethren, sisterin, and Ren? I don't know. I'll have to ask Blaine later. Alright, but in the meantime, I'm going to read this. Maybe it'll give me a clue to what's going on. Isabella Julie Mallory, declared dead this past Friday. Security footage found Mallory entering into the city council offices around midnight on Tuesday evening. Close friends and associates report Mallory acting despondent and mentally unwell. Police have yet to get in contact with Mallory's close associates or friend, Jeremy Johnson, who has been missing since Mallory's death confirmation. Memorial services will be next week at the Old Faithful Cemetery. Casket will be closed. Oh, this isn't good. Right now, This building, this time, it's the night everything went down. It's the night Bella Jule Mallory went to confront the mayor and everything else fell apart. This is the night she died. And here, in front of me, is a poem taped to the mayor's door. I'm assuming that's here for me. So, I'm gonna read this before dealing with whatever's in there. Bella Jule Mallory, such a bright little girl, was the gem of her family, gonna take on the world. Bella Jule Mallory, where did she go? Driven so furiously, she just had to know. Bella Jule Mallory dove in too deep, dug into places she shouldn't be. Then came a price that appeared too steep. Bella Jule Mallory, voice like a song, she dove way too deep, and now she is gone. All right then. And with those inspiring words, we enter the unknown.
Alright, checking in. This is Bella Jule, and it's a little bit past midnight. I'm currently here at the mayor's office with evidence in my hands and questions on my mind. It's dark around here, completely abandoned, except for one room, the mayor's office. She's here, working on something suspicious. So today's the day. I've spent a lot of time on this, and now we're facing off against our white whale. Good evening, Mayor Judas. Care to explain what you're doing here this late? I could ask the same of you. After all, this is my office. I have work to do. What's your excuse, radio host? I'm a reporter. That means I go and I chase after the story every now and then. I would assume as much, so tell me, what's the story that brought you here far after office hours? Just some old tapes, along with records for the deaths occurring across the Half Nine Hotel. A lot of people went missing, lives were destroyed, and yet somehow that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to your crimes. Oh? You've been mayor for a long time. A lot longer than what seems normal. Plus, there's a strange, shadow, aura thing that just follows you everywhere. You always seem to know just what to say and just what to do. It's like you have some guiding spirit beside you. But it looks like that spirit needs sacrifices to keep going. That's what's going on, isn't it? You're doing occult things for power. I've put the pieces together. I know what you've done. It's over, Mayor Judas. Once I go public with all of this, they're coming for your head. All this time, all this research, and that's the best you can do? Threaten me? Really? Honestly, it's like you don't have the slightest idea who you're dealing with. I swear, all you mortals are the same. Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, pushing and shoving as if you had any power to change the forces around you. Well, I, for one, am sick of it. You have no power here. You never had any power. You're just pathetic and weak and disposable, much like the rest of your family. What did you just say? Let's not be too hasty. You wanted to find the truth, didn't you? You wanted to know what happened to your precious little family and why so many of them ended up dead or missing. Well, why don't I just show you? Let's see, now what's the perfect recipe for a door to darkness? A key made of glass? Got that. Eyes that can see well. We're working on that. And then, a prepared vessel for the shadows to pass. 2 of those ingredients needed to enter the void. All you have to worry is about the 3rd. What, so my family was just ingredients for your little ritual thing? All this time we were nothing more than cattle to you. Now, don't be hasty. It was far more than that. The city exists on the border between reverie and the void, the land of dreams and the wasteland of nightmares. The lines are thin enough that a few of the shadows can cross through from time to time, but they're always so very weak and so very hungry. If you feed them, you'd be surprised what they can teach you. No! Ramona made excellent fuel for the shadow, along with your grandparents and much of the hotel's residents. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I could have this little key, now could I? It's such a shame that the rest of your family couldn't be half as useful. I tried to make them into vessels, but so many of them were far too weak. Be more than just fuel for the growing darkness. I was almost worried. But then their pitiful lives collectively became the possibility to pave the way. The doorstep is rattling. My guide is pleased. The shadows are teaching me so much. You should feel relieved. They were all together again when the shadows came. If you'd like, I think I still have their screams recorded. You could take a listen for posterity's sake. Enough of that, you fool. I've waited too long and sacrificed too much for it all to end now. What are you talking about? Haven't you figured it out? You burst in here so confidently. Eyes to see, the shadow's command, a key to the door, an unlocked way to the shadowy land. I have the command, I have the key, and according to the voices that guide me, everything is set up to open the doorstep. Oh yeah? What about the eyes? Oh. You who have learned so much, seen so much, and have dug deeper and deeper ever since you were a child. Are you not the one with all-seeing eyes? Shh. Don't squirm too much. It'll only hurt for a second.
Well then, that was something. And now, I guess I don't have much of a choice now, do I? Alright then. Let's see what you have planned for me.
Eyes that can see. A key made of glass. And at last, a vessel for the shadows to pass. I must say, I'm impressed. Not many make it this far, and yet here you are. Honestly, it reminds me so much of the other radio girl. She was quite the determined one, pushed away everyone that loved her, everyone that wanted to help, till the truth was right in front of her face. In the end, she was standing with answers, but she was standing alone, watching the life quickly get drained out of her, but semantics. Doesn't matter, because here we are. Blaine has abandoned you to go seek off their own adventure. The answers are right in your hand, and you stand all alone. Funny how history repeats itself, isn't it?
No, Blaine's on their way right now. I know it. We're in this mess together. We're a team. They wouldn't just abandon me.
Oh, really? Tell me, is that what you said after they jumped through my door the first time? Or how about all those long, cryptic searches where they didn't say where they were going? Or, more recently, leaving to talk to that man in the fog. Tell me, Marina, how much discussion went into all of that before they ran off? How much say do you have in this team?
We're friends. They wouldn't just abandon me. It's not like that.
Now tell me, dear, do you really believe that? Or is that just what you're telling yourself because you're so scared of going back to the way things were with Lucien?
Stop.
He didn't listen to you, no matter how many times you begged, and so you ran away from him. It must have felt good, didn't it?
Enough. If you're so confident about this, Marie, then maybe you can answer me this. What's your part in all of that? How do you know what happened to Bella Jule? Or the mayor? Where do you intersect in all of this?
Dear sweet child, pushing away your personal feelings to focus on the story ahead. My, I underestimated your journalistic intent.
Just get to the point.
All right. No need to be too demanding. Celine was a desperate woman, clueless, lost, aching in so many ways. She reached out for whatever could help, and no one came. Well, except for me. I took pity on her, tried to guide her as best I could, and in the end, she paid for my services. It's honestly not as exciting as I wish, but, well, there you are. There you are.
Wait, so you killed the mayor?
No, I didn't kill anyone. I did much worse. Much worse, but it doesn't matter. You're the main focus of tonight. No need to be so scared. You might be all alone and abandoned, but I still think you're important. Not many survive having their eyes open, but you, well, look at you. I'm impressed. When I first gave you that ability, I didn't expect it to result in much. And yet here we are. Your eyes can see beyond, and with a little prodding, I bet they would be able to do what Bella Jules never could. Now then, how about we sit you down and get ready to find the doorstep?
No!
Shh! There's no need to be so dramatic. It'll only hurt for a second. You'll hardly feel a thing.
No!
You can run all you want, dear, but there's no escape from me. Not this time. So run, little girl. No one is coming to save you.
All right. I just have to survive until Blaine comes. They've probably figured it out by now, right? They have to be on their way. We're a team. I can trust them. They're coming. They have to be coming. Right?
Marina? Hello? Is that you? Are you in here?
Oh, Blaine. Oh my gosh. I'm so relieved to see you. I didn't know you would.
I'm afraid that Blaine is a little busy at the moment, dear. He found something more entertaining to play with than you. But don't worry. Once I'm done, we'll have so much more fun. Now then, hold still. It'll all be over soon.
Dream Girl City is a production by N.J. Schulze. It was written, produced, and acted by N.J. Schulze. The poems featured for today were Melancholic Dissertation, Falling Angel, The Garden, and The Ballad of Bella Jule, all by N.J. Schulze. Have a question? Have a comment? Want to support us? Want to rant about this whiplash from ending to credits? Email this and more to DreamGirlCityRadio@gmail.com or look us up at social media. Any support that you can give and getting the word around is greatly appreciated. We hope you're all enjoying the ride, and please stay tuned. There's more to come soon.